Hi friends! Welcome to this pick a card reading. I'm actually really excited for this reading. It's going to be very juicy and good. This is basically what are you being called to do right now by your soul, by the Most High? What does the divine want you to do? You could be feeling these callings in your soul. This could just serve you as extra confirmation or divine guidance at this time. Either way, this reading is intended to be very insightful and very helpful to you and your journey right now. So go ahead and check out which pile you're being drawn to. You could be drawn to more than one pile at this time. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Okay, take as much time as you need to pick a pile. Okay, if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pick a pile based on what you just feel magnetically drawn to. Your eyes cannot get off of it. This is the pile for you, or if there's multiple piles, those are the piles for you. Hey, if you feel called to watch the whole damn video, there may be gems all throughout each reading for you. So I love you. I want to thank you guys for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for literally all your love and generous donations. I really, really, really appreciate those of you who donate to me. I am so fucking grateful, and it allows me to get all these new decks for us, which I love new decks. And I also got some crystals here. I don't know why I didn't put them out yet, but you guys will see the crystals in the readings. Okay, I love you guys. Go ahead and pick your pile and let's get into it. I'm gonna meet you there. Welcome you guys. So you guys got this judgment card from the After Tarot. So I'm definitely feel like right now you feel called to ascend in some way, shape, or form, or are feeling called to release some sort of old weight or dead weight from the past that is not serving you any longer. You guys are definitely rising. Your vibration may be increasing. You could be very called to change your diet at this time, but ultimately with this card, I just see you ascending from your old ways. Like the old ways ain't cutting it for you no more, and you really are transforming into a whole new person, a lighter being. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into these cards here. We have self-forgiveness for what you're being called to do. We have self-employment. Okay, so your focus, which is very interesting because you guys did choose pile 1, and the number 1 is all about leadership and independence. You guys are very focused on yourself, on your own journey, which is absolutely amazing. Perhaps you've made mistakes in the past, but don't we all? It is okay. And I think the universe really wants you to know that and really let go of old guilt. And instead of beating yourself up about the things that have happened, allow yourself to learn from it instead of beating yourself up and move on. So this could be something that you are definitely letting go of right now as you rise. Okay, we have honor your uniqueness. So I definitely feel like with your uniqueness, you're able to monetize off yourself or a certain talent that you have or gift. And I feel like that's what the universe is calling you to do at this time. Perhaps you've been in a little cave, you've been hiding your light, and I feel like you're being called to step out and show the world who you truly are. So we have addicts. I want to lay out on the cards, and then engineer, very unique person. Okay. Surrender defensiveness. So maybe you've had your guard up. The universe is saying it is okay. You don't need to have your guard up. You are protected. You are safe. We have surrender to play. Yes. We have Parasvati, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So I feel like you are really being called to commit to your soul, 1, to love, 2, but also when you commit to these things, you naturally align with higher frequencies and higher vibrations, because you're no longer saying yes to things that don't serve you because you're committed to your growth here. So I feel like right now you're being called to commit to you. We have trust. So the universe is wanting you to trust right now. We have writing. We have practice. Oh my God, I love this. We have friendship. Okay, so I was feeling a very singular energy, but because we have friendship, I feel like the universe is wanting you to share your gifts with those around you, share your gifts with your family, with the people that you love. We have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And I said you guys were protected, and I'm not even looking at these cards, okay? So, yes, you are protected. And how fitting is that it falls right under this defensive energy? And then we have 2 law of attraction cards. This card says, my relationships are supposed to feel good. These are from Abraham Hicks, and I don't know if you guys know or not, but I love Abraham Hicks. So this card says, your life is supposed to feel good to you. Before your birth, you knew that the primary component of your physical experience that would offer the greatest value for your personal and collective expansion and joy would be the relationships that you would experience with each other. Basically connecting with other people. So this is tying a lot into friendship, and you guys, I'm gonna get a lot deeper into it, so I just like to explain the cards, have a little chit chat about them, but then I'm gonna channel the fuck out of it for you. It was your plan to relish the diversity of your relationships and to choose from them the details that would make up your creations, and here you are. This is basically saying you have all the power to create and manifest beautiful relationships in your life. So we're gonna talk a little bit about this, because maybe you've been suffering, or you've had a little bit of issues with relationships in the past, and this is saying that let's learn from it. And then the final card here is, my attention to unwanted can't defy the law of attraction. Maybe some of you guys have been seeing the number 37 very often or frequently. This card says, if your life has caused you to ask for an improved situation, no matter what it is, and you are no longer offering chronic thought vibrations that are opposite of your desire must come to you. Basically, if you have a desire and you're thinking positively about it and no longer dwelling in the absence of it, or complaining, let's say complaining, you're no longer complaining about what you don't want, but now you are focused on what you do want, it must happen and it must come to you. It is law. It says you cannot continue to keep alive within you vibrational patterns of what you do not want and receive what you do want. This defies the law of attraction. So basically, what you focus on is what you get. So if you're focusing on unwanted things and in this role of like, why do these things keep happening? The universe here is calling you to shift your thoughts and shift your focus on things that you actually do want. Shift your attention. Where attention goes, energy grows. Okay, you guys, let's get into this. This is juicy. I love that all your cards did come up right. I do read reversals, but I only read reversals when I am shuffling and it comes out reversed. I don't know why I felt the need to explain that. Maybe some of you guys were wondering. But anyway, let's get into this for you, pile number 1. I feel like you have a lot of gifts within you. I feel like, also there has been a lot of struggle in your life. You're somebody that has gone through hard times. You have gone through pains. You have gone through shitty relationships, shitty friendships. You've gone through betrayal. You've gone through all of that. And I feel like right now the universe is calling you to, 1, release it through writing. I feel like sitting down and writing about your experiences, what you've been through, is going to help you open up to a bigger picture of not just being in a victim mode, like, oh shit, this happened to me, but now realizing on a deeper level why certain things had to happen in order for your growth, or why certain people had to walk away from you. I feel like right now this pile feels very alone or in solitude. You may be really focused on yourself, or you feel very focused on your growth, but I feel like this pile, it's like you already know what it is you want to do in regards to career, or you already know, like, your calling is very strong. You've received this calling and it's like, okay, I am going to do that, but it's about now devoting yourself to really like making a plan and seeing this through. Okay, I feel like whatever it is you are called to do at this time, one, yes, you're called to write. You guys could be called to write a book, a blog, share very inspirational things on social media. You also might have a certain skill or hobby that you feel called to start a business out of. Okay, with this engineer card, you have a lot of brilliant ideas, and I feel like you have a very unique mind. There's nobody on this earth that is like you, my friend. So I feel like you could have even gotten bullied in the past for how different you were or how unique you were. And, you know, because you got bullied, maybe you felt like you needed to hide your light and not really honor your uniqueness. Instead, like kind of hide your uniqueness because you may have been taunted for it in the past. But I feel like right now, the universe is calling you to heal from this, let go of old weights of the past, and have more fun. You guys are being asked to have more fun. And I feel like whatever you're being called to do in regards to career or this business that is gonna start, that you're feeling to birth, you're being called to birth a business. The universe is here wanting you to trust your ideas, trust your intuition, trust your dreams. Your dreams and your feelings and your intuition right now are guiding you as in what to do and the next steps forward. And maybe you might be trying to block it, or you may be trying to resist the blessings or the change that is coming to you. And the universe is saying, please stop. Also, you may have addictive tendencies, or there's an addictive behavior here. You may have addictive gene, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're into drugs or alcohol or things of that nature. It could literally mean that whatever you like, you just obsessively do it, okay? So that's not really necessarily a bad thing if it's something healthy, but I feel like, you know, with writing, I feel like you're definitely being called to heal through writing. With writing, you are able to self-reflect better and really confront any addictive behaviors or addictive tendencies you may have. You may be addicted to partying at this time, or addicted to not accepting, pushing away people that are genuinely trying to help or support you. And I feel like that is really being asked of you right now. You're being called to surrender that and allow more fun and support from others, because there definitely is. I also really want to say this pile is very divinely guided. I feel like you are being called to connect a little bit more with your ancestors or guides at this time, and you do this through meditation, you do this through spending time in nature. You also may be feeling called to ground yourself or spend time by water. I feel like this pile, you have a very significant relationship to water here, so you may be feeling called to go spend time by the beach or spend time by a body of water, a lake. Either way, I feel like this is definitely going to help you open up and expand in your own growth. Okay, so right now you guys are really being called to gain a better relationship with yourself. And in turn, when you gain a better relationship with yourself, or when you know yourself more, when you love yourself more, when you really own and just accept and love and appreciate all that you are, it translates to the other connections in your life with other people. Now, you guys really do have a very special, unique gift, which can be writing. It could also be something else. It could be a musical instrument. It could be the arts. It could be even some sort of technology, programming, or coding. I'm seeing here, you're being called to really practice and polish this skill at this time. You even could have a gift of mediumship, or with a scribe channeling, okay? And I feel like maybe for a while you could have been afraid of this gift, because it was like a little bit more spiritual and you didn't know really where to start with it, or how to really go about honing and tuning into this really spiritual gift of yours. But I feel like you're being called to explore and expand and not be so afraid, but instead ask for guidance, ask for help from your guides here, okay? And I feel like also, if you are afraid of starting this business due to failure, the universe wants you to know that this is only going to bring you abundance. It's only going to bring you love. This is a spiritually based business that you're starting here, which doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be about doing oracle or doing something in regards to reading people. It's just that it's a business based from your soul, based on your talents. That's what spiritually based business means. And it's like, you know, this is going to bring a lot of fun to you. So with this friendship card, yeah, it's like you have a lot to share. Some of you guys may be very, very, very into cooking, and I see you here writing a cookbook, or you have like some sort of cooking thing that you're really interested in. You can make this and turn this into a job if you want to. And I feel like your calling really is to nurture yourself at this time, but also nurture the connections and the people around you, because I feel like you're very giving. You give a lot. You also have to give to yourself, one, so your cup stays full. But you know, people look to you for wisdom, or they look to you for your nurturing that you provide. So, and I think that you guys really do things in a way that nobody else does them. So it's your calling and your passion at this time to really show and put out there how unique you truly are, or how different you really are, or your mind. It's like you guys have a very open and activated crown chakra, so you receive messages very quickly, or you receive solutions very quickly, quicker than the average person here, or you learn very quickly. So with this gift, some of you guys are being called to be a teacher here, but with this gift, you are able to help people resolve their issues very fast and even make a plan. You're able to make a plan. So I feel like at this time, you're being called to step outside the box of the norm and surrender pushing people away. Really allow yourself to experience really healthy, beautiful connections. You know, you yourself are on this journey where you're releasing dead weight from the past, or things that no longer serve you. But I feel like there's a friend or maybe some family members that are around you who are doing the same. And you could really help people when you open up and share who you are. Okay, so stop hiding your light, because I feel like your light is very important to those around you at this time. And I feel like there is no reason for you to really hide. You are absolutely protected. You are also empowered at this time. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for pile 1, what you're called to do at this time. Focus on the things that you want rather than the things that you don't want. And if a relationship in your life is not feeling good to you at this time, either distance yourself from this person or cut them off all together. Okay, you may be called to cut off a friend. You need to go ahead and do that. If you and this friend are constantly arguing, or you feel like you have to constantly protect yourself over this person, or this person is always like throwing low blows at you, fuck them. You guys are being called to be less serious and have more fun, and just rise into who you truly are meant to be. And the thing is that this pile, like, you guys don't really need guidance. I feel like for you, it was more of a confirmation, because you guys already are in tune. You guys already do spend a lot of time alone. Even though you have people around you, even though you have a lot of family or a big family, it's like you still do get the time to be on your own and replenish yourself, or think about things, or create on your own time. You have time on your hands. So it's like, for y'all, this was more of a confirmation, but ultimately, like, just go ahead and trust yourself, because you are right on the money. Your intuition is on point, my friend. Practice your skills. And I feel like really be strong and stand up for the things that you believe are right. You also have a very gentle, nurturing way about you. And I feel like this is something that the universe is also calling you to embrace at this time. That draws in a lot of people to you, your softness. And maybe sometimes, I know in society, you know, it kind of like makes us want to be a little bit hard and like not show our emotions so enough, like not show our emotions so much. But I feel like you, my friend, are being called to really open up and express this soft side, really express and show your feminine energy. You may dress very uniquely or have a very unique style about you, and this is something that the universe wants you to honor and embrace. And also, I feel like you're being called to be a lot more calm, like instead of like on edge all the time, but just like be chilled out, chill, mellow. You may even try some weed, okay? But either way, this is about switching from like this fear-based feeling like you need to respond with anger or protect yourself all the time to instead having this mindset like, I know I'm safe, I know I'm protected, I know I'm good, I know all is well, and you're just chilled out. This is gonna make for a lot more clear vibe for you. Yeah, you're definitely softening and releasing fear and stress. I'm reading this Parasvati card from the book, and this card says, the answer of what's next or highest for you can be found through the subtler act of simply abiding, not reacting, not running, not hiding. A deep reservoir of power can surge up from within us when we choose to remain present. Letting devotion inhabit us in moments when our ego has typically fled infuses us with the capacity to transform all of our relationships to love. How beautiful. Alrighty, you guys. So you guys know what it is. Go do your thing. Alrighty, I love you.
I
Peace.
too. So we have the Radiant Spirit, but this is to me like the classic Rider Waite, even though it's not, it reminds me of it. So I feel like Pile 2, you are being called to do things in a more traditional light, or rejoice. I'm hearing rejoice. Like there's something that is happening for you that is like happy, almost like a miracle. You may have a new beginning here, or you may be receiving some sort of communication or an actual call that makes you very fucking happy. So I'm feeling like for you, this is about celebration. Right now you're being called to celebrate. Alrighty, let's go ahead and see what's good. We're gonna put that over there. So we have respect. I'm gonna get the cards out, and then I'm gonna channel the fuck out of it for you. We have Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Inferior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know the presence of love is real. Okay, I see writing going on. I see magic, candles and birds and shit. Y'all might be called to witchcraft at this time. Okay, we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Yes, sir. So your vibration is definitely rising. The higher our vibrations, the easier it is for us to manifest as well. So I feel like right now, there is something that you are receiving that you've been waiting for, or you're just feeling a lot lighter. You're feeling really good. Here, you could channel through writing, or you could even make your own oracle cards, and maybe this is something that you're feeling called to do at this time, really to sit down and write the messages that you are receiving from the divine. So we have 2 Law of Attraction cards, but I'm actually going to read these after. We have Artist here. Okay. We have Family. Let me put these. We have Strength. We have Perpetua. I am the saint the saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Yes, this lady, reading her story in the book, this lady, she died for her authenticity, literally. She took it to the grave, death before dishonor. Okay, we have surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Some of y'all need to go outside more, or going outside is going to help you raise your vibration. Surrender to rest and sleep. Yes, yes, yes. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and a peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. I love it. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Some of y'all are being called to transform your whole self, and you're being reborn as just a whole new reborn, as like a whole new lighter version of yourself, which is absolutely beautiful. We have Detective, Martyr, learning the transcendence of nature of service to oneself or a cause. Take care of the little things. You're being called to move on and have faith. Let's talk about it. Alrighty, you guys. So I feel like something from the past may be calling you here, but I feel like the universe is saying, or you might feel like that you belong with something from the past, whether this is an old job, an old house. It could even be tied to family here. Maybe you feel like your family needs you, or like you're afraid to kind of move on from your family or having such a close relationship with them. Maybe if this is like more accurate if you live in their house, I'm feeling like, or it could just be a toxic family member that it's time to let go of, or time to release your attachment to your family so you could really ascend and be a higher version of yourself. Not that your family is not ascending with you, they definitely are, but I see that you, my pile 2 people, whoever's watching this, you are just ascending at a very rapid, quick rate. And I feel like, it's about still having respect for your family, or respecting others' differences. I feel like at this time you're being asked and called to respect the differences within others. Like, accept that we're not all the same, but I could still accept you for who you are, and you still accept me for who I am, and we respect each other in those ways. I feel like this ties in heavily to family, because there could be a family member or a few family members in your life that have opposing views than you, especially in regards to religion. You might be more on the spiritual side, or be wanting to do things like outside of the box, outside of the norm, and your family might be trying to box you in at this time. But I feel like you're being called to be your authentic self, no matter what, or no matter what anybody has to say here. Is this a struggle? Yes, because I think you feel like your family doesn't accept you, however, or the people around you don't accept you. However, one, I want you to know that there are people that are going to accept you, and two, be yourself regardless. You are teaching people how to respect and how to accept you, and also how people should treat you. I feel like you guys are really standing up for your worth and your values. You're not letting anybody treat you any less way than you deserve to be treated. Point blank, period. Right now, I feel like you're being called to move on from things that no longer serve you, in the sense of outdated beliefs about yourself. So anything that is limiting and that originate from the past, it's time to let go of that and own your power and soar in life. Literally is what this card says. There's new things waiting to come in here. You've been trying to manifest something for yourself. The universe wants you to have faith. You're being called to have faith at this time and follow your guidance, regardless of what anybody has to say about it. Family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. This is your time to have faith and trust in yourself. That is what you are being called to do at this time, and follow the inner guidance that is within. Your shit is manifesting for you. And I feel like right now you're also being called to, rest more and take things easy. Take it easy. I feel like you've been kind of going hard. You have been through a lot, okay? And I feel like right now it's just the time to relax, rest, sleep when you can. Get a lot, make sure you're getting 8 hours plus here, okay? You may have been getting a lot of sleep and may have been asking yourself, like, why am I sleeping so much? Allow yourself to sleep. You need this at this time, especially because this sleep is aiding in your rise, okay? Now, this pile, you receive a lot of messages. You're very intuitive. You're very observant. You gain, I feel like you have a desire to seek out truth in all situations. And ultimately, I feel like, you would actually do very good in some sort of psychology thing, or maybe even being a therapist, just being of service to other people. But ultimately, I feel like, you're being called to share the messages that you receive, or incorporate this in some sort of your art form. Some of you guys are musicians, you could be painters, you could be fashion designers, you could just write a lot, okay? I see journaling is a big thing here, or if you don't write, you're being called to write. Again, like I was saying, some of you guys are being really called into witchcraft or manifesting to begin with. You're being called into manifesting, writing things in a journal and watching them come about. This is something that you are being called to do. And it's about owning this aspect of yourself, because maybe this is not something that you did before, and it may be new to you, it may be kind of weird to you, but ultimately this is about you stepping into your truest self. And I feel like that's what you're really being called to do. And who has things to say about it, leave them in the past. Don't try to be someone you're not for people that are not even meant to stay in your life at this time, for people that are going anyway. You know, when we transform, a lot of the time the people that are around us transform as well, especially if they are not transforming the way you are. So, you know, hang out in nature as well. Like I was saying, the sleep and nature are really going to aid in your vibration. Nature could be calling you at this time. So hang out in nature, go write in nature. Ultimately, your intuition is very, very accurate, Pile 2. And I feel like you need or are being called to write about your intuitive findings and trust yourself and the answers that are within you, because you have all the answers within. You also could be called to really read a lot at this time, or just surround yourself or learn new words even. Okay, but ultimately with this take care of the little things card, I feel like you're being called to focus on the present moments more than the bigger picture. You guys could be you could have a plan established at this time, and maybe you're really taking fierce action towards your goals or things of that nature, which is absolutely phenomenal. But also make sure that you are, you know, resting and refilling yourself and refueling your body and taking care of yourself as well. There's a lot of beauty around you. You may be called to buy some flowers at this time, or even dress differently, or change up your hairstyle. But ultimately, these cards pretty much have the same picture on them. You see, these people are kind of they're being of service to the divine. And I feel like, you know, you're being called to be of service to the divine too. And you're releasing anything that holds you back from doing so right now. So you definitely have an artistic flair about you. You could be sharing these things on social media, and if you're not, you're being called to. Maybe you've held back because of you feel like, what are people going to think, or something like that. But I see you really surrendering this, which you're being called to, and now, you know, posting more of your true authentic self. And you will actually be surprised at how much people really support, respect, and admire your creations. Okay, so I feel like, you know, you're being called to just move forward fearlessly and have faith in the divine, that the divine has you, the divine has your back, and nothing is going to stop this momentum of positivity you got going on in your life. Absolutely nothing. You know, you've been through some hard times, but I feel like, you know, you are somebody who really does see the bigger picture here. And you are not a victim. You are transforming, in the sense of you're being called to, you know, like whatever happened in the past, you are using that as fuel, as strength, as motivation, as determination to go even harder, or to get even more shit done for yourself, which is absolutely amazing as long as you're doing it in a healthy way. So keep up the good work, you guys. Keep writing. I see only good things for you guys. You guys are most certainly on the right track, but don't get caught up in the past. Do not get caught up in the past. So move on, because I feel like there is going to be somebody here where you're going to clarify this time to move on card. Time to move on. What is this? Yes, this Queen of Swords. Okay, so this could be, look, oh my god, even the Eight of Cups is moving on. Yeah. So this Queen of Swords, this could be a mother figure. It could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But ultimately, this is somebody here that I feel like they're very strict. They're very stern. This person, I don't feel as though they're supportive of whatever you're trying to do, or they feel like it's a bunch of woo-woo. I'm really feeling like this is a mom that is unsupportive. And I feel like you have to really move past this and cut this person out. It could also be a friend, you guys. It could be a mom, a friend, an aunt, a grandma. But it's just somebody who is trying to tell you that you can't do something or limit you when you can. And I feel like the universe is guiding you right now. You're being called to kind of distance yourself from this individual. Okay, let's see if we could get any other info. So, okay, so it feels as though you're going to be connecting or inspiring a lot of people with your authenticity. So definitely be your authentic self. When you are your authentic self, you allow people to also be their authentic self. So I feel like you have the brain, the strength, and the bravery. I'm combining a lot of words right now. Oh my God. But you guys have the strength and the bravery to really step into your authenticity and not give a rat's ass what anybody thinks. And I feel like you're gonna help or counsel other people in doing the same. We have the moon, we have the lovers, and we have the king of swords. So this is also a very spiritual relationship and union that you got going on here, and this is something that I don't feel like you could see at this time, but maybe you've been sensing this with your intuition, or there has been a lot of telepathy with your twin or with your divine counterpart at this time, whether you know them or not. You've been sensing them, you've been feeling them. The universe wants you to know that this person is coming in your life. So if you feel at this time that there's nobody that supports you, or that you are a weirdo, or like I'm never gonna find somebody, just know there is a perfect match out there for you, and you're not going to have to lower yourself or hide who you truly are for this person. This person is going to be on the same fucking level as you, same page as you type shit, baby. So that's how you're gonna know, okay? If there is somebody in your life at this time that you are lowering yourself for or dimming your light for, that is not who you are supposed to be with, okay? So I feel like also that's about cutting out anybody around you that you do that for, moving on from those types of people, because you're transforming into a whole new bitch, okay? Whole new bitch out here, or man, whole new nigga. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, but I feel like somebody at this time is really keeping their feelings to themselves about you, but they are so admired by your authenticity and the way you shine. So keep being you. Have you guys ever heard that quote? Oh my God, I used to see it all the time when I was like in middle school. I think it was from Snow White. I don't know for sure, but it was basically like, smile because you don't know who's secretly falling in love with your smile, or who's secretly falling in love with you. And this is the type of energy I really pick up from these cards. Like, guys, just be yourself, because you do not know who is watching and who's inspired or who wants to come towards you. But there is definitely somebody who is like really admiring you and is going to make a move pretty fucking soon, okay? But I feel like right now you're being called to clear up or tie up loose ends and walk away and cut out things that no longer serve you, to make space in your life. Your diet might be changing as well, but ultimately I feel like you guys are really stepping into a really artistic role in this life, and you're being called to share and express yourself in a unique way, okay? And I feel like you're also going to have or start a career from this. Alrighty, you guys, so trust yourself, trust your intuition's on point, and be your authentic self in every single circumstance. Write your feelings, write everything that you feel, because your writing is powerful, my friend. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and look at these law of attraction cards. We have, I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. So right now you might be even moving on from thoughts that don't serve you, which is essentially the outdated beliefs about yourself. But we have, could be seeing 333 a lot, or 33. This card says, if we were contemplating an action that caused negative emotion, we would not proceed with the action until we had resolved the negative emotion. We would make sure that we had come into alignment with source before proceeding. By feeling for the improved thought in time, and usually in a short time, you will feel the harmony of your source, and you will know the appropriateness of your behavior. We would not look for the long list of right and wrong, but instead we would feel for the emotion of alignment with source. So this is basically telling you to move forward with the things that feel good, and anything that feels bad, either rethink it and see if there's truth to it, or completely move on and say fuck it. We have, the last card is, babies are thinking and attracting before they are speaking. So this card says,
Even though you are only months old in your physical body, you are a very old and wise creator focused in that baby's body, and you came with powerful intentions. People often assume that because a child is not yet offering words, the child cannot be the creator of its own experience. But it is our promise to you that no one else is creating your experience. Children emanate vibrations, which are the reason for what they attract, even from their time of birth. So we've been creating and attracting and manifesting babies basically since we were motherfucking babies. Okay, right now you guys are really being called to step into manifesting deliberately manifesting your reality, your life, and you guys are gonna see how rapidly things come to you because your vibration is so high. And I also want to say that you guys are kind of like a bridge between heaven and earth here, so I feel like you're being called to anchor in light codes, or spend time in the sun to receive the light codes and then spread them. Ooh, child, you are you radiate light. Okay, you definitely radiate light, and your art and the things that you create radiate light. So definitely when you feel called to share, speak. I feel like you are somebody who's a really good communicator. You're really good with words. You're very intelligent. So you have a way with people and words, and people will listen to you. So if you feel called to put yourself out there, do it. Do it fearlessly. Do it for the service of others. Do it for yourself. Either way, move forward. No looking back, baby. I love you. If you'd like a personal, check me out in my description box. And yeah, peace.
Pile 3. Okay, so you guys chose this judgment card. So this is from the Queen Alice Tarot deck. I will show you guys. Queen Alice Tarot deck. It's a fucking beautiful deck, but it's very fantasy-like and very wild and crazy. So that could be a representation of you here. But ultimately, at this time, I feel like you guys are being called to do some really step out of the box. I feel like even your calling, what the universe wants you to do, it's not even like you're fearful of it. Like, it's like you're low-key excited to do it, but also like, are you serious? Like, me do that? Okay, so it's really interesting, but ultimately I feel like it's in the name of love. Anything that the universe wants us to do is in the name of love, but it's like you're kind of just like, universe, are you for real? So we have trust your intuition. So the universe is like, yeah, I'm for real. So we have trust your intuition because you are right on the money. We have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Okay, you guys might want to check out pile 1. We got inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, wow, beautiful. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration here. This is a very spiritual pile. Got some law of attraction cards we're gonna look into. We have music, travel. Okay, so I definitely see that this is my pile of like musicians. You guys could be going on tour in the future, could be YouTubers here because we got spiritual teacher. If not a YouTuber, just like, I don't know, you just share messages with people. Like, your shit is reaching all across the globe, which is amazing. We have okay, I don't know how to say it, so I'm not gonna try to butcher her name, but basically she is her own guru, and she knows the self that never changes, which is our soul. So connected with the soul. You guys are very connected with your soul at this time, and I feel like because you are so connected with your soul, you are being called to help other people connect as well, because you may not have always been like this. We have surrender stubbornness and surrender to the magic of who you really are, or to the magic of who you are. So it's like, yeah, the universe is giving you a calling right now, and it's like you're being stubborn about it, or you're tensing up and not really like knowing how to move, and the universe is like, just chill, like just allow us to have our way with you, basically. Pretty much. but also really accept and love yourself, because you are really special. You're very spiritual. This pile is very spiritual, and I feel like you have a lot to share with people. So we have queen and we have angels. So shit, we got an earth angel on our hands here. Okay, I see you. I see you. And then we have move boldly into a golden future. Trust the Lord with all your heart. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. That's a Proverbs. And then we have waves of prosperity and helpful person. So let's get into this. So I feel like one thing that you're being called to do at this time is actually be a helpful person to the people around you. You are going through a lot of awakening at this time. I also feel as though right now the universe really is calling you to meditate more, play more. Don't take so much action, but instead really tap into that femininity, that feminine energy where you kind of just receive. Okay, receive. Your intuition is very on point here. So if you're being called to do something, you're being asked to trust it. And I feel like a lot of you are being called to maybe start YouTube channels or start sharing your messages via social media. You have a very royal presence about you, and people are automatically drawn to listening to you. This is like a gift from the divine. People automatically just want to hear what the fuck you have to say. You are going to receive a lot of abundance and opportunities from putting yourself out there. Now the thing is that I feel like this pile, it's not that you're scared to put yourself out there, it's more of that you value your privacy, or more so value the art of mystery, or being mysterious, or kind of being in the dark. But it's like, you know, you guys are interesting because it's like you may wear a lot of dark clothes, or you guys might hide yourself a lot, but it's not, like I said, it's not really out of fear. It's more so just like you like your own, you like being in your own energy, you like being in your own space. But I feel like the world needs your light, and that's what you're being called to share at this time. I feel like you're very creative. You could make music, or you could just really enjoy listening to music. But either way, I feel like music is calling you in some way, shape, or form. Either you are practicing a new instrument, or you play an instrument, or you know, you're making music. Regardless of how you're doing it, you're making it. Or this is about, I feel like you could even be a DJ and really mix some really unique things. Or you just know how powerful music is to our souls, and this is something that you might want to teach or relay to others. But the universe is calling you to just step into the future that you know you belong in, and really be the magical being that you are. Share the magical messages that you have. I feel like you are very self-taught. You have learned all your greatest lessons. You could have said fuck school. You could have said fuck school, and you have learned all your greatest lessons from the universe itself, the greatest teacher of all. And it's like, because you did that, or because you really have trust in the universe wants you to share your experiences, or share your wisdom or your knowledge with others, or even just share the simple message that, hey, like, the universe is the teacher, and that's the whole thing. And you know, I feel like this is something you're being called to, but there, you have a few different callings here. There may be a little bit of confusion about what to do or what your next move is, but I feel like, you know, you're somebody who you really want to see a lot of earth. You want to see a lot of different places. So right now I definitely do feel you are being called to travel, or try something new, or go somewhere new. Okay, you've been receiving this a lot through meditation. Maybe where you are right now, it's not serving you anymore, and it's time to step into a brighter environment, or a lighter environment, like energy wise, an environment that feels lighter for you. But either way, I feel like you need to know that, you know, prosperity is yours. And whatever it is that you're being called to do is going to bring you a lot of prosperity as well as fun. So you guys could be, you know, in this really serious energy, or trying to make sure that everything is good before, or everything is perfect before you take your next steps forward. And the universe is asking you to just don't be so serious, have fun, and really tune into your heart, because your heart has all the answers that you are seeking. And you're being called to trust the answers that you receive
from your heart. Okay, there could be also a helpful person that is coming into your life that is going to relay certain messages to you, and it's going to be like the divine is speaking through them. You're being called to listen to this individual because they are not talking shit. Okay, and you're going to know who this is. This could have already happened recently, or it's going to happen soon. Could be a friend. Shit, you could be called to do this for other people. It's like, you know, you go somewhere, or you start talking to somebody and you automatically just know all the right things to say, and this person's like, yo, like, this conversation really helped me out a lot. You told me everything I needed to hear at this time. So it's like, it's either, yeah, it's like you might be called to do that for somebody, but maybe in the present moment when it's happening, you don't even realize it's happening until after the person is like, oh my God, I can't believe you said all that. I needed to hear all that. So either way, you're definitely transforming into a higher version of yourself, and you're ultimately just being asked to surrender and allow that to occur, and have fun in the process of it. And pay attention to your inner world, because I feel like there's a lot of hidden gems within you that is ready to come out, okay? Your soul is evolving, and it's absolutely beautiful. So let's move into these law of attraction cards. It says, by my attention to things, I am making choices. So I told a different pile, where attention goes, energy flows, and where energy flows, shit grows, okay? It says, what people do not understand is that you do not choose something by looking at it and shouting, yes, I would like some of that. You make your choices by your attention to things. In this universe that is based on attraction, when you look at and want to think, your attention to it causes an activation of the law of vibration within you. And then the law of attraction brings more like it into your experience. So if there is something that you do not like that you are giving your attention to at this time, you are being called to take your attention away from it and put your attention onto something that you would like to experience, that you would like to welcome into your life. We have, my life is about my relationships. We have, you will never find yourself in a point in time when the subject of relationships is not an active part of your now experience. For everything you perceive or notice or know is because of your relationship with something else. Without a comparative experience, you would be unable to perceive or focus on any kind of understanding within yourself. Therefore, it is accurate to say that without relationships, you cannot exist at all. So you could have learned a lot through your relationships with other people. The people in your life could have been really big teachers to you. I'm getting the message that a lot of people look to you for answers, though. Some of you may be called to design a game at this time. So it says, I intend to co-create from my place of positive attraction. This card says, the individual creators who are coming together must be in a place of positive attraction before they come together, or nothing positive can come out of the co-creation. If you are negatively focused and not feeling good, you can only attract others who are in the same state of negative attraction. That is why looking for a mate from a place of insecurity or lack of anything can never bring you the mate you really want, but instead brings you one who amplifies your current lack. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, this is not for everybody, but you may have been very focused or giving a lot of your attention to all the things going wrong, or all like the bad shit in your life, or the bad shit in your relationships. And you're being asked or being called to right now to shift your focus and focus a little bit more on prosperity. Focus on the things that you do have. Focus on the things that you do like. You could be jobless right now or not have a job at this time, and you're kind of like have a lot of time on your hands. This is definitely for a specific reason. It is not for no reason, and I feel like your intuition is calling you or guiding you towards something that is going to bring a lot more money than you ever received before, and also make you a lot more happier as well, or allow a lot more freedom in your life. So this is what you're being called to do. And this to me seems like something that you could do like online. You may even help other females, like, or other feminine energies step into their femininity here. You may be a guide in that way, but ultimately I just see you being a teacher for something that you are very called or passionate about. And you're being called to just focus on the positive, focus on the things that you want in your life, and all the things that you don't want, take your attention away from that at this time. Cultivate a really big sense of gratitude, you guys. That's what you're being called to do. And you know, those, like, if you're somebody who's really wanting a relationship right now as well, to fill a void in your soul, maybe you feel like you need love, you know, give love to yourself. Give love to yourself. Practice self-love and raise your standards. Let's see if I could get any additional tarot messages for this pile. We have the Chariot and the World. Yeah, so you guys are completing one cycle and you are moving on to a next. If somebody left you here, just know that they were meant to leave your life, and you're being called to just move forward fiercely. Move forward, baby. You have a lot of knowledge under your belt, and there's a lot of success coming to you in regards to whatever you're being called to do. This pile, it feels very creative, it feels different from everybody, and it feels like it's something that you are receiving in your meditation. It's something that in your meditation, it's like you can't shake this. This is just on your mind. They want you to know, the universe wants you to know, is that it will only bring you prosperity, abundance, and success. You are going to be successful. It is our promise to you that you are successful already doing this. So go do it. You're crowned. This pile, you are crowned. Okay, you wear a crown. Never have your head held down. Always remember, I have a crown on. I have to keep my head up and keep walking, keep moving forward. Always, 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 always. Okay. I feel like you could also help people have a lot more fun, but ultimately, I just seeing this pile surrender to the divine, and the divine is giving you a very big, beautiful miracle. And I feel like a lot of the things that you do, or the service that you provide to others, is like just from the kindness of your heart. You have this pile has a lot of really good karma. You have very good karma. So all that shit that you've done before for people in the past is coming back to you tenfold. All the good stuff. You're very helpful. Okay, you're extremely, extremely helpful. Keep going, keep moving forward. That's what you're being called to do. Don't let anything get you down. I love you. Peace.
Pile 4. What are you guys being called to do? Okay, I feel like you guys are kind of being called into a very significant relationship or divine divine counterpart situation here. Let's see what's happening. We have material wealth. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Being called to the riches, huh? We got transformation. So your financial situation is most certainly transforming for the better. We have justice, flowers, energy healing. Ooh, Frasier. Oh, snap. We have surrender to your soul's path. We have surrender your attachment to results. Surrender to prayer. Rebel. You guys are being called to do things a little bit outside of the box here. Mystic. Your third eye is most certainly open, okay? You guys are healers, and you're able to heal people. Gentleness is the path of peace. And friendship and father healing. So at this time, you are definitely being called to heal your connection or relationship with your father, or, you know, if there's a certain situation that went down with your father, I feel like you're being called to heal this at this time. And I feel like healing this is going to allow greater love connections in your life as well here. But ultimately, with this friendship card, I feel like you're being called to go hang out and spend some time with your friends. Alrighty, it seems as though you guys have kind of been in this energy of kind of like being alone, spending a lot of time with the divine. You have a very strong connection with the divine. You guys are highly protected by a plethora of spirit guides. Like, the energy is heavy, well, not really heavy, but like it's like I could tell that you guys have a lot of spirit guides and spirit help around you. And yeah, I feel like you guys have been alone for a while. So right now you're being called to go hang out with a friend or even make a new friend here, okay? But ultimately, I see that, you know, the universe is calling you to connect and open up even more. And you're probably like, how the fuck? Like, how do I open up more than I already have? And it's literally through prayer. Any concerns that you have, anything that you are going through, give it to your higher power through prayer. And I feel like surrender your attachment to results and rebel is like, you know, you may be feeling like things are gonna go one way in your life, but I feel like you are not meant to walk the straight and narrow. You are meant to, you know, with this soul's path card, like you are meant to really have a windy road, and not even in a negative way, but just in a way where there's so much growth. There's so much growth for your evolution, for you in every experience that you have. This card says your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson in every moment. And know that you guys are never really alone. And your path is going to lead to material wealth. You are going to be somebody in life, if you are not right now, you're going to be somebody who is extremely rich and wealthy. And the thing is that I feel like you guys are already very wealthy with spiritual knowledge or within your connection to the divine, but you are going to have physical riches as well. They want you to know that. So you could actually be called to being a lawyer or being a part of the justice system, or fighting up or standing up for people's rights in any way that looks. You may be very called to that. You may be a Libra where injustice, like you just can't, you're not flying with injustice. But I feel like you, my friend, do this in a very peaceful way, or do it in a very gentle manner. Even though you do have this warrior spirit about you, you do have this fierceness about you, it's that you still convey yourself in a very peaceful manner, which is absolutely amazing. People just listen to you because you have an authoritative energy. So you're being called to use these powers to your advantage. You may also be called to starting a garden or having your own flowers or buying more flowers more often. You could be called to meditation or balancing a certain chakra, especially the solar plexus. But ultimately, you guys also have a gift of energy healing, or of having the ability to move energy. And I feel like this is all part of your life purpose, and something that could also bring you a lot of money as well. So I actually want to read the energy healing card from the book for you. So I am going to do that. We have, it says, your hands are energetically activated to channel healing to others. Think about how many times you've held your hands over someone's aches or pains, including your own. This instinctive action is so natural to you that you may have overlooked or downplayed it. In fact, it's indicative of your spiritual gift of energy healing. Now it's time to steer your energy healing work in a professional direction. This may involve taking classes to increase your knowledge and confidence. Most important, though, is holding the intention to conduct energy healing sessions as a career. Once you fearlessly and confidently put this attention out into the universe, your clients will come to you. At first, you may conduct unpaid sessions with friends and family members. Soon, though, word of mouth and your continued focus intent, you'll either attract a paid private practice or you'll join an energy healing center. As you initiate your energy healing work, keep your mind and body cleared by practicing a healthful lifestyle. As you take excellent care of yourself, your physical and emotional reserves increase. Your high energy is a key ingredient in quickly manifesting your dreams. Okay, so that's something you may be being called to do at this time. But also, I see you being called to spend your time wisely, and only, giving your time and energy to people where you feel like, yes, I want to do this, I'm invested in this, I am down for this. Not just saying yes, willy-nilly. Like, you're being a little bit more mindful, or being called to be more mindful about how you spend your time. Okay, so even if there's a certain friend, I feel like you've been alone, but if there's a certain friend where they hit you up and you're kind of like, then don't hang out with them. Don't hang out with them out of obligation, or because you haven't hung out with them in a long time. You see? You see that? You heard that, you guys? I feel like you guys are being called to do things in a different way and just trust that the universe has your back here, and you could talk to the universe about anything you need and the universe will provide it for you. But how you feel things are going to manifest is not how they are going to manifest, but even better, actually. So you're being called to surrender your attachment to results. This card says the formula of success is to do all you can do to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. And then with transformation, I also feel that you guys are being called to really heal and really let go of like deep-rooted things. You guys may be out on a path of like healing ancestral shit, and that's not an easy task, but you guys are doing it. And you're very protected while doing it. Your ancestors thank you a lot. They're also looking out for you, and they think you're absolutely beautiful. You have a lot of beauty within you. There's a fierce gentleness about you, and you're probably like, what? But it's so true. Like, it's like you're fierce, but you're gentle. And I think this is a very attractive quality, actually. And I feel like you're being called to really embrace both aspects of this and balance it and use them both to your advantage. Very chill, laid back, but if you need to get rowdy or you need to get wild or lit, like, you're down for it. It's really interesting, but you're very in control of your energy. And if you're not, I feel like the universe is kind of calling you to be more balanced, to be more in control, or gain a better understanding of the energy so you could better work with it. Gain a better understanding with your own energy so you could better work with it. But you're definitely changing for the better, and you're really healing deep rooted shit, which is amazing. So that's what you're being called to do, and you're doing it. So we have some law of attraction cards. These are the final messages. We have others' opinions are less important than my inner guidance system, which they are. They really are. And I feel like others' opinions, people would say you're rebellious, or they would be like, oh, she's going off the grain, or he's going off the grain. But like, you have your own journey here. And even you are being called to really really embrace that. Like, this pile, you cannot listen to absolutely anybody. You have to just tune in to your heart, to your soul, to the divine, and trust. Like, for real. This card says, the Lord is my shepherd, I have all that I need. Like I said, pray and the universe is going to provide for you. For real. So anyway, back to this card. The back of it says, you did not intend to use the opinions of others to measure against your beliefs, desires, or actions in order to determine the appropriateness of them. Instead, you knew and still remembered long after you were born that it was the relationship between the opinion or knowledge of the source within you and your current thoughts in any moment that would offer you perfect guidance in the form of your emotional guidance system. So like I said, this is about really getting in tune with yourself, with source. So that's what you're being called to do at this time. And if things ain't feeling right, they need to leave. Your last card is, I could focus on what I do want in a relationship. So, this pile, I feel as though you're single, you've been cooling it on your own for a while. You definitely have a high level of self-love. You could have a divine counterpart you know about. You could even be in contact with this person, but maybe right now you guys are just friends. Maybe you're taking it easy. Maybe you guys are both doing the same thing here of just focusing on your ascension or your transformation or your own relationship, your own things you're committed to right now in your life. However, I feel as though the source wants you to know that this is a destined counterpart, and either you're being called to this person or they're being called to you. Either way, this is going to happen and manifest. So with this card, it says, by focusing upon the wanted characteristics of those around you, you train your vibrational offering to match only the best in them. So basically, let's say, everybody has their own qualities, but let's say a quality in a person that you really like is kindness. So if you just focus on the kindness within them, maybe kind things they did for you that day, or maybe even just remembering a time that they were kind to you, you evoke them to be kind, which is the most powerful thing ever. And then the law of attraction can no longer match you up with the worst in them. So basically, when you focus on the best of them, they have to be the best versions of themselves around you. Okay? So if you're dealing with a twin flame here, this is like the secret. For real. Okay. It says, when you focus upon the worst of them and then train your vibrational offering to match only the worst in them, the law of attraction can no longer match you up with the best of them. How could it if you're focusing on the worst of them? So that's things to be mindful about. I feel like you're being called to focus on the best of them, as well as trust yourself versus listening to others or outside sources. I mean, yeah, you're listening to this reading, but my readings are here to help you tune into yourself, literally. But either way, I want you to know you have a very special connection with the divine, and you're being called to explore this more, and how you do that is through prayer. I think I said that already, but ultimately, just know you are a unique little person watching this. You're not little, you're big. You're huge. You are unique, and embrace that you aren't like anybody else. That's amazing. And allow yourself to transform the way that you're being it's intended to at this time. Alrighty, you guys, I absolutely love you. Check me out for a personal reading. Let me get one more message. Yeah, this person, whoever is being called towards you, or you being called towards them, however it's going, I feel like there's definitely going to be communication coming in the next few weeks here. We have 5 of Cups and the Death card. Okay, this could be somebody that it ended with, but it's like an ex, but you already knew that this person was going to come back, or this situation was going to transform because it was destined to. This person might have came back and offered you some sort of love or something recently, but you were like, nah, or you rejected it, but you love this person still, and there's still a connection here too. Ooh, the tea, child. The tea. I feel like you guys are going to have a very adult conversation about this. 9 of Swords. Maybe you're fearful to give your heart away to this person because of the past pain that they caused you. What's the advice for my pile forward? What's the advice for those watching this video? But this is who you're like destined to be with, though. Like, there is definitely a revival that is coming. Oh, the Knight of Swords. Okay. So I feel like this person is going to come in and communicate with you very soon, very unexpectedly. Could be when a full moon goes down, but I don't even want to really give it that kind of frame. This person has a lot of feelings for you that they did not share, and I feel like you have a lot of feelings for them that you did not share. You guys have been quite silent with each other, but you guys are each other's happiness here. Okay, you guys both love each other, and every time somebody tries to walk away, it's like, no, I don't want to go. So it's like about really bringing balance to this situation. This person is going to come in and communicate something to you very quickly or very unexpectedly. You could be waiting for this. I feel like they're waiting for a reunion with you. Either way, I feel like whatever this communication or this message is really going to clear up a lot of confusion and allow both of you guys to move forward. Alrighty, so that's what the guidance is. I hope you enjoyed this. So basically, you're being called to wait, forgive, and allow this person to come to you. Alrighty, peace. Mwah.